Hi, so here we are, Jack and Klaus, and I just thought I'd maybe have a little conversation with Klaus just to help you understand why we're so passionate about this. Klaus, you've been teaching MindStore now in Germany for how long?
12 years.
And in lots of other countries as well?
Yep, all around Europe, some countries there.
And why do you keep doing it? What is it you love about it?
I obviously always like the idea of developing, moving ahead, learning to become better and to develop. Personal development always intrigued me, and I always was fascinated by the idea, especially about the mind stuff, the mental techniques. So I think that basically caught me, and I'm still fascinated by it, and I'm still learning, and I'm still really, really enthusiastic about it. Yep.
Do you get a buzz out of it like I do when the audience begins to get it and they're reusing the techniques now?
Yep.
Send you the emails.
Absolutely. And some people report about things I would never imagine is possible, but they do, and they achieve it, and they're using the tools, which is amazing. And I think, that, Jack, this is one of the reasons I also think we definitely have to do this MindStore online thing. Because a lot of people come to seminars, but they also tell me very often, look, I have only 2-3 days available a year, and if we're not offering a seminar at precisely those days, they are not able to join, to come. So they would want to repeat. Very often people would say, I'd love to repeat, but the days you're offering, they're not good for me. So what do we do? And I think the MindStore Online is the solution, especially for those busy people. They like the tools, they like the environment. They want something to repeat, and this is actually fascinating to have that. And I'm really happy that we're offering this now.
Yeah. And here's another thing, Klaus. I mean, when I came up with this idea that people could just pay us what they could afford, it was a big scary moment, wasn't it?
Very scary.
What happened to you when I first recommended that?
Very scary idea, because you really think, oh my God, is this working? And then, about 5 seconds later, a new thought came in, and it said, "This is exactly what we need to do," because I think the web is the tool for offering it to a big audience, much bigger audience, and especially around the world. There are people, they will never travel to the UK, never travel to Germany, and they want to learn this, maybe in India, maybe in China, maybe in South America. And they can do this now. They have, as long as they obviously have the ability to access a computer, being online, to watch this. But this is fantastic to offer it to a bigger audience. And this immediately came in. Yes, if we do this new pricing structure, which is totally unique, I think, especially in personal development, we can offer it to an amazing amount of people. And they obviously can do the monthly thing and enjoy the monthly co-coaching and enjoy the idea of learning every month new stuff. We grow, they grow, and we add fantastic programs to it, like Lotus things, and there's more and more to come.
And I mean, Klaus will tell you, I'll tell you. I mean, like, we did the usual thing. We found out, how do you do web marketing? How does that work? How do you get backlinks? How do you get affiliations? And every time we looked at it, we cringed more and more and more, didn't we, about what we'd have to do to get your attention. It's absolutely, it just wasn't pleasant at all. And what we didn't want to do either was water some part of it down to then upsell something again and just repeat it but do it slightly better. What we want to do here is give you absolutely a real experience that's consistent. And it's full of our techniques. And not a watered down thing, then we'll sell you something big later on. We don't want to do that.
Absolutely. And maybe because this is not our expertise, maybe we're not focusing so much on it. But I think from an integrity point and from a personal feeling, intuitive point, it didn't feel right to basically tell you, look, here's something you get and it's for free, and look at it and it adds value. And then I try to entice you, kind of like to convince you, but you must come and you must buy this and that, and it doesn't feel very good. So I'm so happy that we came up with this.
Do you know another thing I love about it? Last night we were in Stuttgart right now, so I was staying at Klaus's home and with his lovely wife Sabina, and we were just having a drink and had a nice meal, and then Sabina asked me about a really, really advanced technique, and we did it, and it was just fantastic, the results she got and just the whole process and the joy of sharing it. we never get the chance to share these things.
Yes.
Because we're always doing the basic program for this company and that company, and people come do a basic MindStore course. We never get to the advanced stuff.
Yes.
But here we will.
Yes,
we'll take you
absolutely.
on a journey and we'll get you there. Guaranteed.
Exactly.
And we won't raise the price.
Yes, and because this whole concept of the MindStore Online is one focus on 1 month, and we always can focus on one thing, and we can get something out of this. And this is how we get into the more advanced things. Because very often a seminar is packed with stuff, and you go home and you think, oh God, there's so many good things. Where do I start? And for whatever reason, you sometimes get overwhelmed by the whole idea. And so we would say now, no, this is one thing. You start with one thing, focus on one thing, get good at it, and you have the time. You spend the time you want. You can do an evening on the weekends. You can do it on your own with friends, and then you get deeper and deeper, and you trust the process. You learn new things. And this is a time where we can add more and more fantastic programs.
Do you know another thing, Klaus? I don't know if you've discovered it, but when we've been writing it and looking at what we're going to include, what we're not going to include, I suddenly realised all the amazing things I've actually forgotten about that I used to teach. Amazing tools that just get lost somewhere. Yes. And now we can bring them back in an up-to-date context. That's really cool, isn't it?
That's excellent. That's excellent. And obviously, from my personal point, I also think there are so many nations and people that in this moment in time really benefit from the tools we have. But again, the pricing thing, the timing thing, the traveling thing, not trusting they get something that's of value and they waste the energy. And we can totally give them now something which is easy to access. They can learn, they can trust, they don't owe, that they basically pay what they can afford. This is brilliant. And it also helps people to take more responsibility for this and to learn what they can afford, truly can afford for this.
That transaction of giving to receive is really important for their dignity as well as ours.
For ours,
but only what they can afford. That is so cool. Because until this medium was made available, we could never really go to Delhi and do a program other for the really, really wealthy people of Delhi. And that's fine. But now those people who really need it can get it. And the wealthy can get it too. And they're more than willing to pay what they can. Because they will, because they know the powerful techniques work as well. Why would we keep these just to ourselves? One of the things that isn't impressive is when people have tools and techniques and they just keep them to themselves.
And this is obviously very often a marketing tool, by the way. This is what people use to, scarcity and make sure and make it exclusive. And then people sometimes obviously get good products, but very often this is just a marketing tool and they don't get really good products. And I think that's a shame. So we take all the hype out, we take all the nonsense out.
Absolutely.
No bribing, no convincing, no kind of like railing them in with hooks and nothing.
Will you ever send them a big long letter?
No.
Links? You wouldn't do that.
No.
Would I do that?
No
chance.
And we never did it anyway, and we never felt good about it.
Don't feel good about it.
And the more people we ask about it, they say they don't feel good about it.
And about an hour ago, we were in the very room here, just to the other side of the studio here, and we were talking with Lothar, who runs the centre here in Stuttgart. What a fantastic guy. Now, he's going to come and guest for us. And other people have a big impact in my life, like Roger Can. I'd love to get Roger in, and Bill Spears, and other people have been really, really powerful impact in my own development and Klaus's. And these guys are going to come in and guest. What we're not going to do is affiliate to them. And somehow or other, as soon as we tell you to go and look at their site, within seconds, a whole bunch of guys there affiliated start sending you emails. As you know what happens. And unfortunately, a lot of the guys who are sending that stuff are really good people, but they're diminishing themselves with that approach, it seems to me. People are just sick of it. We won't do it to you. We just won't do it to you.
No. You get basically a great program. It's around the world, available anytime, any place, as long as you have a computer and you obviously have online access, and the price will never ever be an issue. Never ever. And then the quality becomes the issue. And we want to focus on quality, on results, and traveling with you. Because there's so many wonderful people. I would love to travel for the next 4 or 5 years and work with them, walk with them into the future and support them, because the tools are there and on an ongoing basis to remind them. And this is the cool thing. So I'm really happy that we did it. 26th of November is the big day. So everybody's working around the teams now to get ready, to get the site ready, technically ready. We're getting content ready. So yes, this is fantastic time, and I'm sure that we get the people that really want this kind of program, that want honesty, that want this kind of relationship, and I'm really looking forward to meeting them and welcoming them to the site. Yeah.
There's two things I just would like to leave you with. Just some of the great stuff. One of the big parts of it is doing like co-coaching. Yeah. And you'll remember when we used to do the island. We teach, you know, Klaus would do it in Germany. I'd be doing it obviously in the UK and Ireland and stuff. And you'd be teaching the island, and when they first came in, they had to do the co-coaching thing. People were a wee bit reticent. But see, by the middle of the afternoon, I couldn't get them to stop to listen to the next phase.
Same me.
And the other thing that's amazing, which will be part of this, is on the island type thing, which we're going to adopt as one of the learning processes, is we would do synchronicity tours. We'd put people out in the city to go through a synchronicity experience. Now, what I'm really looking forward to is when this has gone off and all the people are involved, and we say, right, this Sunday, let's go and do a synchronicity tour, say 2 o'clock and such, and you turn up at your local city or whatever, and there's thousands of people that will participate. That will be so cool, won't it?
That would be outstanding.
Unbelievable.
That would be a cool thing,
Really cool. Anyway,
yep.
we're just desperate to let you get involved. This is going to be such a good laugh. So, real good fun.
Looking forward.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers now. Thank you. Bye.